We believe that storytelling profoundly enriches the human experience. No matter what your walk of life may be, or your race, or your class, when you come to theater, we are celebrating that human element and indeed a connection with one another. I am Matt Logan, and I'm the artistic director of Studio Tenn and the director and designer of Studio Tenn and TPAC's Evita.
This role has been a dream of mine for as long as I can remember. It's important to me because there's not that many roles for Latinas, and you know, she's an iconic Latina woman. It's an honor to get to bring that fire, that passion. I'm Eden Espinosa, and I'm playing the role of Eva Perón in Studio Tenn and TPAC's Evita.
I saw Eden Espinosa in Wicked. I was absolutely floored. I had not heard a voice like that in my life. So to be able to produce this show with her playing this role, it's going to be spectacular. I'm Jake Speck. I am Studio Tenn's managing director and the co-producer of Evita.
It's amazing to think that this woman is still such an iconic, polarizing figure. I think at the time she was one of the most powerful women in the world. Her story is important because she fought for her people. She was a beacon of hope. And it's been such a pleasure just as an actress learning about her as a person and not what we think she was or why she did things. And I'm really finding the human being, which is, it's gonna be so exciting to play.
My first show that I had done in New York was Evita, playing Che in Evita. And that started a long relationship with Hal Prince as well, which then went from Evita to Kiss of the Spider Woman and then to Phantom. And so doing this production, it is indeed sort of coming full circle. I'm Anthony Crivello, and I'm playing the role of Eva Perón in Studio Tenn and TPAC's Evita.
Having someone of the caliber of Anthony Crivello coming in to do this show is pretty remarkable. If he's doing theater, it's going to be on Broadway or it's going to be starring as the Phantom in Las Vegas. So to have him as a part of this, it's huge. And it's a huge confirmation that the work that we're doing is on a magnificent world-class level.
We've been watching Studio Tenn grow over the years, and they have a wonderful, innovative, fresh interpretation of existing work. And then they also take on new works beautifully, and we wanted to be a part of that. I'm Kathleen O'Brien, President and CEO of TPAC and co-producer of Evita.
In this production, we hope to celebrate the idea that goes so far beyond politics. It is a man struggling with someone that he looked up to. He really believed that she was a saint, and when he found that she was just human, he was disappointed, he was upset, he was terrified. But through the working out of this play, he finds an element of respect for what she did do. And what I love about that is that in our production, as we've done with many productions before, we are trying to show someone not as a saint, not as a villain, but as a human. Che struggles with embracing Evita and learning that she wasn't the saint he wanted, but she's not the villain he expected.
The role of Che is interesting because he essentially acts as the narrator throughout the show. And he actually, when he kind of came to his prominence, Eva had already passed. And so it's interesting to kind of see his opinion on what she did and how she became such an incredible icon in her life. I do like the way that it comes across as kind of a what-if scenario, and how they both try to fight social injustice in their own ways. I'm Ben Crawford, and I'm playing Che in Studio Tenn and TPAC's production of Evita.
We are so excited to have Ben playing Che in this production. I think Ben is someone that the theater community is going to be hearing a lot more from.
To have a company like Studio Tenn, a local company, and to have a show like Evita, celebrating a Latina, producing this show at a grander scale, that's pretty exciting. As an artist, that makes me excited, and as a Latino, that makes me excited. I am Rene Millan, and I'm playing Magaldi in Studio Tenn and TPAC's Evita.
It's
particularly special to be part of the first ever collaboration with TPAC's Broadway series and a local theater company. I'm Mia Rose Lynn, and I'm playing Perón's mistress in Studio Tenn and TPAC's Evita. Studio Tenn already does such amazing work, and it's just going to be even more spectacular on such a large stage and such a large scale production.
This is my first opportunity to work with Matt as an actress, which I'm super excited about because his artistic vision is always outside the box. It's always original. It's always a little risky, which I think is really appropriate for this production and just reinventing it and really reimagining it.
I am always excited when you come to a theater that wants to reinterpret something that's been done so much, and I've had the opportunity to do that in the past, and that's something that really excites me and attracts me to projects.
To be a part of a production like this that is a large step that the company is now taking, I'm honored to be here. When I even said to people that I was working at Studio Tenn, I had people in New York saying to me, oh, it's great, it's got a great reputation, etc. And when they speak of reputation, they're talking about the theater, they're talking about the management, they're talking about the talent level, they're talking about the artistry of the singers and musicians and the acting. It's all of those layers.
Here we have local people in local theater creating great works of art.
I just think it's so important to find the other places in the world, in the country, in your state that create good art and good work. And that's what I believe Studio Tenn and TPAC together are going to create with this show. So support your local theaters and come see Evita at TPAC.